I remember that when I was very, very young, I started writing a journal. Like I had this notebook, and the first page I wrote, "God makes zero mistakes." I wrote it in Hebrew. And then it's something that accompanied me along my life. And I feel like it's a belief that if one can get stronger in that, to be able to see that and truly just know it in the heart, it really helps through life and everything that life brings to us. Just knowing that there is zero mistakes.
How old were you?
Yeah, I was like 14 or 15.
Wow.
I don't think that time I really understood what it means, but I meet it every time. Like now when I'm 30, I look at it differently and I understand it better. But I also see that this is something that really we miss as human beings. We fall short all the time, every day, on all subjects. We always just think this is wrong, this is right, this should be otherwise. And it's such a big mistake. I mean, you speak about it a lot too.
I think the biggest problem for people is they can't really believe completely that God cares.
Why?
Because why would he care? It's like, if I was God, I wouldn't care.
But it's like saying the mother doesn't care for a child. It's inevitable. Of course you care.
If you see God as a mother or a father, but he's not. He's just the creator. So I'm sure he has other worlds to create. He's busy with other things. Why would he get hung up on us? So we know that he is involved. But every day, every minute of the day, we're not so sure. Of course, when there's an emergency, of course we turn to him. And if something bad happens, of course we blame him. But then we're not sure. Yeah, it's a contradiction. It's all his fault, but I'm not sure he cares. If he doesn't care, then why do you think he caused it? And if he caused it, then he must care. In other words, if it's important enough for him to be involved, then obviously he cares. In fact, just like everything else with God, if there's something you care very deeply about, I mean really deeply, that is nothing compared to how much he cares. Because he does everything infinite. If he cares infinitely. Not less than us, much more than us. So we're shocked and horrified by dropping bombs on a hospital, which just happened in Ukraine. We're horrified. We're how much more is God horrified? Not less, much more. Lo Tirtzach was his idea, not mine. So we have to talk about that because every religion teaches that God really doesn't care. I mean, why should he? Yeah, he loves you because he's a very nice guy, but if you don't love him back and you don't care, he doesn't care either. It is not the God of Israel.
Yeah, you were just saying Al Tirtzach, and the first one is Ani Elohe Elohecha. I am your God. I'm yours. If we could just leave that, and it says everything, If I'm yours and you are mine, then what's more than that? What else there is to add?
Nothing.
Nothing, like you say, nothing.
Yeah, I am yours.
It's the most powerful thing. If one contemplates it deeply, it's powerful. I mean, and, you know, I did part of my yoga training, the teacher training was a 7-day silent retreat. And I remember that in the first couple of days, I was contemplating a lot. I was in nature and alone. And what I could really, really feel is, I don't know if I say it right, but it's almost like God energy or God is laying in the center of every single thing. He's alive in the center of everything. That's something that I could just see and feel and know in my heart to be true. Everything.
Did you have a very holy grandmother or grandfather?
I think my grandfather was very special, yeah. Very. Jonathan. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with him, but I remember he was special to me. I had a connection with him.
Because it feels like you inherited something very sensitive.
Well, the question, what one should do with what you inherit, because it's not
Podcast.
mine. I don't own it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Yes, that's what you should do. People need to hear it, and they need to hear it from somebody who had the experience, not just read it from a book. It's got to be real, realistic.